So when I came into drug court, I had no idea that I was going to have anybody at my graduation. And with the bonds and stuff that I've been able to reconnect, and also new ones that I've built, I had my grandparents. I had another grandpa that I hadn't seen in 22 years show up and surprise me. My daughter, who is 17, who with my addiction, had caused a lot of issues. She had showed up, and my cousin, and then also my crew here, you know, my manager and my boss, he's always supportive. But it was, sorry, I'm trying not to cry. It was the most rewarding feeling to know that I had people that were there to support me and believed in me, and it was amazing. That was, aside from not having to give my son up for adoption because of drug court, having everybody there was the biggest reward with that program. So when I got my last charge in June of 22, I never really had an opinion of drug court. I had tried Canyon County drug court previous, but I could have had a game turner to where I found I was pregnant within 3 weeks of being locked up, and I was looking at a decent amount of time, so it was either I fight for drug court or I'd have to give my son up for adoption. For a while, even in drug court, thought that it was a cult and that their stuff didn't work. And then I had had a relapse in November, and it was a reality check that I needed to actually take the program serious.
I had a brother that committed suicide when I was 16. And from the night of his suicide, in May 5th of 1976, I used as much drugs and alcohol as I possibly could every single night for the next 30 years, until one of two things happened. Either I ran out or I passed out. And that's the only thing that ever stopped me. I used as much as I possibly could. I got into Ada County Drug Court, and I've been sober since March 9th of 2006. And the fact that I went from 30 years where I used as much, I never did not use, and to not using whatsoever, it was a miracle. It is a miracle.
I had 22 years of addiction with heroin and meth, so that was the only lifestyle I knew. So then not having accountability, like, I didn't know how it was gonna pan out, and I didn't even, up until I graduated and seeing what's happening, I still didn't think that what drug court did worked. Until now, it's like every day, it's a realization that the program works.
Nothing changes if nothing changes. And nobody comes into this program on a winning streak. Nobody's like, hey, my life is going really good. I think I'm going to get arrested on a felony charge and put into drug court. And so by the time people come to this program, their lives are it's not pretty. And so if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, this program has the structure and the support that will allow you to lead as blessed a life as you choose to lead.
I think without a mentor, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I think I probably would have given up pretty early on, just because it's so overwhelming, and having somebody who has held their foot in, the program for as long as they have, and like knowing that it's possible, gives a lot of us people who are starting off like that just comfort, like, okay, I can get there too.
I think the most challenging part is surrendering it. And the way I explain it to my guys is like, listen, your best ideas, the best you could do got you into drug court. Maybe just try, our way. And it's just so hard, because it's like I mentioned earlier, those coping skills, it's all they have, it's all they know. And to give up their only known defenses, right, to keep them safe, that's the only time they ever felt safe. And so to give that up and trust this process.
Anything that she's like struggling with, or her highs and lows that she may be having. Also, I basically just, if she's like struggling with like things that she doesn't want to tell the counselor, she just like tells me, and I can like direct her into the right direction, because I had a lot of struggle with drug court when I was in the program. So like I basically, she's like myself if I was to start drug court over again.
Yeah.
So I just try to lead her in the good direction of that. And I love just coming back to the program to see all the new faces, to give them hope, because they're like, oh, she graduated almost a year ago and she's still sober. Like, oh, that's big, you know, because a lot of drug court participants that graduate, they don't necessarily, they're like, "Ooh, we're done," you know? And some of them just are like, "Oh, we're done. We don't want to come back." And like me, I want to stay engaged because it helps me like be sober and stay sober, and gives other people that were in like the wrong, like just coming into the program, it gives them like inspiration, and it gives them like hope, and it gives them all of the good things that come with sobriety with time.
In my addiction, I literally used to die because I didn't think I was wanted or loved, or I felt like I was hopeless, like there was no way. So with drug court, that gave me the life again. And my son gives me the push every day. But if it wasn't for the program and building my confidence with the program, I wouldn't have ever reached out to my family because I didn't think I was wanted.